Hello!
Hi! Hello, we're back.
I'm sorry, I felt Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know why that part's been on my head lately, just where he sticks his face in the cake and just, the water's boiling. Hello!
Yeah,
It did look horrifying.
Drop of cream. Oh, there's another one. Like, oh no, it's just falling off the face.
You know, but why we're in such a good mood, partially just because, my Zack Snyder trilogy, this isn't sponsored, but you can get this on Amazon, and if you're a Zack Snyder fan, which you should be, that's worth it. I can't wait to watch it.
As you should.
As well they should be. But we're coming at you guys with another What If episode. This is the penultimate, so like the second to last one of the season. And needless to say, this is my favorite one so far.
This one's really dope.
The whole series, the whole season.
Really
so,
good.
My rating right now is 4 out of 5, strictly just on the idea that this didn't feel like a rehash of an older MCU story we've seen in the movies or shows or whatever. And it just, the animation was great. The character design was some of the strongest, I think, since, T'Challa and Captain Carter. So 4 out of 5 all around. There was only a couple things that irked me, but we'll get into that briefly in the spoiler session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right there with you. 4 out of 5 for me. Only a few minor things that irked me. But yeah, it's as you said, it's not really a rehash. It's not so much a rehash of previous things that we've seen, as more as it is a delivering on a promise of what an Age of Ultron story would be, and I feel like, in comparison to the movie, it made that one seem very small in scale. So I'm very much ready to dive into it, because there is a lot to talk about here, which is very exciting.
Right. Let's get to it then. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen What If, it just dropped, so please check it out and come on back and dive into us with the spoilers. What do you say, Bern? Shall we start?
Oh yeah, let's begin the age.
Let's do it. Yeah, what you said, you nailed it perfectly on the head. This is the Age of Ultron we expect in the title, where Avengers 2, again, Joss Whedon basically is now blackballed in Hollywood at the moment, so that was kind of like the final straw for a while, because I remember after that, he wasn't like tied to anything, just because it's like, dude, you kind of botched the Avengers. Like, you did great with the first one, second one was a dud, and this one, I really like that it kind of continued that actually Ultron finally succeeded in his, the piece of our time plan. And, James Spader's voice wasn't there, neither was Paul Bettany's, just because this was a completely different one voicing Ultron. But I like that the Ultron that we got when, the only thing that irked me was just when Thanos comes, like in the moment from Infinity War, and Vision just slices him in half with the Mind Stone. I was like, oh, what? Like... what? I kind of hate to say I'm with all the other fans that are complaining about it, but I'm like, it's not a big deal, but I just thought, I don't think it would have been that easy, but whatever. It's a show. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I mean, I could totally understand the criticisms on that. Like, yeah, like you said, it happened very, very easily. So I could see Thanos putting up a little bit more of a fight, but to me, it was just kind of one of those things. Like, it wanted to establish like how dangerous Ultron would have been had he taken that vibranium body that ultimately became Vision. So I thought it was kind of like one of those things. It says they said in the Once Upon a Time movie, he's the heavy. Thanos was the heavy in there, and he was there to get taken down a notch so this Ultron can get propped up.
He got taken down quick. But from that point on, honestly, the episode was great. When you got to see Vision. Just Ultron with Vision body and Ultron armor with the Infinity Stones. That was the coolest thing I've seen. I think that this show did. And that's where I think that really played into the character design. That was, he's a villain automatically. There's no ifs about it. That was great. And I like that it was almost kind of like, he could have gone the Terminator route where he kind of figured himself out after his plans. Like, nope, he kept going to other galaxies, like we saw him go to Xandar, Asgard. Oh my god, I can't think of any. He killed Ego.
Yeah, it was funny when he was going down that montage of just genocide. I was like, oh no, these planets. Oh no, Ego. Okay.
Yeah, no, Ego had that coming, but Captain Marvel couldn't even stop him. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
She tried to send him to the Earth's core, and he's like, you put up a fight, but I already won and blew up. It was like, oh god damn, that
Yeah.
was awesome.
Well, one thing I'll say is that I've really been enjoying, the little bits and pieces we've been getting of Captain Marvel so far in the What If series. I feel like they're really like making that character like so much cooler. I'm like, oh man, I'm ready to see her in live action again because, I mean, the way we've gotten to see her used here is what I wanted to see, from her in the movies that we've gotten from her so far.
Yeah, we got a bit of it in Endgame, especially with her fight with Thanos, which was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that was pretty dope.
But I'm looking forward to seeing, Captain Marvel, and also I kind of like her better with the long hair.
Yeah.
I thought as much as I love the short hair of Captain Marvel, I just didn't think Brie Larson's. It just didn't look good on her. Maybe the way they cut it, I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I like that I like Black Widow and like Hawkeye's like post like apocalyptic world where it's like he's got the robot arm and she's just all padded up like, okay, let's get to it.
Yeah, one thing I really liked about that, sorry to interject, was
no, go ahead, bud.
is just how there's like them being, how underpowered they are compared to the other Avengers team is what led them to be like the only survivors. Like they weren't there at the site where where Ultron kind of like blew himself up and killed the other Avengers because they were on a Quinjet like on their way there. So I thought that was kind of a cool little like story beat where it's like because they were so underpowered and they couldn't make that on there on time, it's the reason why they're alive.
Yeah, it was. This is definitely like a story of like I'm glad that the villain kind of won just because it led to just an exploration of what else his character would do, and we finally got to see it when he conquered all of the universe. The Watcher gave himself away, and he finally got caught. And that was actually the biggest highlight of this. That
Yeah.
it wasn't Doctor Strange who kind of like Doctor Strange didn't notice him but couldn't do anything about it. Ultron was fighting him, and the Watcher was like, "You don't know my capabilities." They were going out, and he was literally beating the realities out of him.
Yeah.
Every time he punched, I really like how it changed to Skrulls, to Wakanda, to like medieval times. It was so cool to see that. I really like those small details they did with that fight.
Yeah, that was really well done.
And then at the very end, the Watcher goes to evil Doctor Strange in his little prison he had in his universe. He's like, I need your help. It's like, oh man, and Ultron has his point. It's like all these planets, all the suffering you saw, and you didn't do anything. Like, oh man, that like, I'm definitely gonna get involved. I will destroy everything now. It's like,
Yeah,
shit.
it's kind of one of those things. It's like your apathy has led to me being a thing. So like I'm potentially the ender of the multiverse as we know it. It's like you let this happen, Watcher or Uatu, I think is what his name is. So. One thing, and I don't know if it was like something that I missed or it was like a plot hole, but maybe you can clear this up for me. But Ultron essentially decimated his entire universe, right? The universe that he was created in. So how are Black Widow and Hawkeye alive if he just decimated the whole universe? Did he keep Earth alive?
Yeah, he kept Earth alive.
Okay.
He just killed off the Avengers and humanity, but they were the ones able to survive. But it was everywhere else. He just was like destroying everything.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
because for some reason
at
I
least
thought
that's
like,
what I got.
yeah, because when he and Captain Marvel fought and he just like detonated all those planets, I thought, wait, is Earth still alive? So that was just a thing that I only seen it once, so it was maybe something I just missed.
No, I'm pretty sure, like I said, he kept Earth alive because they had to go to the Kremlin, and that's where they found Arnim Zola's. Like basically, they found another copy of Zola's computer in Siberia, where the Winter Soldier and the other Winter Soldiers were held.
That was cool.
So that was pretty cool, and yeah, this is a great way to segue into the end. I'm bummed we haven't seen Gamora and Thanos armor yet, but I'm sure that's gonna clear up in the next one. Like she'll have to show up because the Watcher's definitely gonna have to bring in the multiverse Avengers starting with Doctor Strange. So.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is a lot of fun to watch. I think this is some of the best action. Like this one, Thor, Captain Carter, and T'Challa, I think had some of the best action moments overall, just because they're really fun to watch. Captain Marvel added a little to it, and yeah, the animation served it best. Like I said, everything just looked perfect in this one.
Yeah, I think everything was really working on all cylinders in this episode, by far, And like I said, I think the only gripe I do have is just, look, again, minor nitpick thing. It's just the way Hawkeye went out in this episode. It just felt kind of unnecessary. It's like one of those character sacrifices was like, you didn't have to do that. You could have, like, just pulled yourself up and survived with your metal arm. But that one shot of him like facing down that like horde of Ultrons with the arrow and stuff before blowing everything. That did look cool.
I personally liked it just because I thought, oh man, this is the reverse endgame where Hawkeye finally made that sacrifice, and he was right. He's just like, I'd rather try and make sure one of us survives than both of us trying to keep running. So it's just like, I'm done. I thought that was that moment was really cool, especially animation wise, just because how it was like the last part before.
Oh yeah, it looked great.
Yeah, but besides that, I can't wait for this one to finally finish. And then Book of Boba Fett comes out. I love how they dropped that poster today. So that comes out in December though. That's
a couple months away, but you know they're starting to tease. They're starting to tease.
No, and actually, I know we were talking about it personally before we finish up. Hawkeye is supposed to be the last one. It was actually Miss Marvel that was supposed to come out too, but they pushed it back to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So, either way, I think it kind of makes sense because Hawkeye's a Christmas, like very Christmas themed. So it kind of works that it's the last thing to finish off the year. So
yeah,
and it looks awesome. So I can't wait for that one.
I'm very excited for that too. That should be coming around Thanksgiving time, so perfect for the holiday season.
Yeah, and it'll lead into, I think, Christmas, too. Hopefully it's like, I don't know how many episodes, I haven't seen it, but
think
hopefully
6.
It's like, okay, I was going to say 6 or 7 I can live with, because I'm like, they better be like almost hour long, or like Winter Soldier, like Captain America and Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier, there we go. Same crap, it's all the same person now.
Yeah, no, you got both titles right.
But until next time, guys, well, you'll keep an eye out for us for the final What If for the season 1, and we're gonna be talking about Star Wars Visions, the new anthology anime series that dropped on Disney Plus recently. So we're gonna dive into that, and we got Venom 2 coming out soon. So keep your computers ready for that. I suppose. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know what's hip.
If you just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, you'll be here with us when we talk about all that stuff. Because as we look at the schedule, there's something new every week for the next few weeks. So we're going to be talking about all of it, and I'm excited.
What he said exactly. But stay bodacious, keep on ranting, and above all, stay safe. We'll talk to you guys later, and Bern, I'll see you on another time.
All right, man. I'll see you on the next one.